Make some noise! We got our first question at the mic. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Brigitte, and my question is, why do Negroes lie? I have an example. So a past situationship at a job, after finding out he had a girlfriend, he told me that he was only with her because she had ovarian cancer and that she needs to get a hysterectomy. But her insurance as a registered nurse would not cover it. So him being a veteran, I'm a good guy. So I'm going to go ahead and save the day. So God told me to leave him alone. I left him alone. We reconnected twice, but I couldn't get past what God said about him.
Reconnected.
Phone. We never met up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Never met up. I couldn't get past what God said. Not even a month ago, like 2 weeks ago, I dreamed about him. The curiosity got me. I went and looked it up. The same woman who was the name of his girlfriend, who had a hysterectomy, all of a sudden has a 2 or 3 month old son that his mom was holding.
Before we assume medical advances, the stem cells, we just never know.
You know damn well.
You gotta die with a lie. Okay, all right, the first part of the question. Did anybody have an initial thought?
I just think the lie was elaborate. That was my first
Niggas
thought.
are creators.
Come off the top of the head, like.
Mike, what happened?
You know, there's this song called How Did You Get Here, right? Nobody's supposed to be here. I'm all about helping a sister out, but I didn't really get far in my notes, right? Hold on. Hold this.
Not the flags.
So I just want to recap the story real quick, and we're going to play the flag game. Y'all ready? I got flags here. Green flags, red flags, yellow flags. I'm going to give the scenario, and you give me the flag, okay? So I'm a beautiful woman. I probably got a lot of love to give. But when I get into something, it's a situationship.
Red.
Okay. And then when I do that, I'm going to do it with somebody that I already got to see every day because we at work together too.
Red.
And then when you start talking to Work Bay, he starts off by telling you he's got a girlfriend.
He didn't start off.
Okay. You didn't find out to the end or the middle?
I didn't find out to the end.
To the end. All right. But we still got two. We still got two red flags. Now, my question to you is, what did you have going on in your life before he got here? Like, how was he able to sweep you off your feet and put you in hell like this?
Because I love to laugh.
He be them funny niggas, don't it?
Yes,
Them niggas that make you laugh.
He was goofy.
It's something about them funny niggas, cause he got you. You was at work and shit,
Yes.
and y'all was just keep keying and shit. And you saying, you know what, I'm gonna give him a motherfucking chance. Well, guess what you never asked him about?
I never asked
His
about
home
it.
life.
I didn't.
Let me tell you this is the one thing about work. I feel like sometimes, can you hold the flags? Sometimes I feel like work be creating like a Stockholm syndrome or something, or some island fever. Cause people you would never give a chance to, they get to talk to you for 8 fucking hours.
Yeah.
And here you are getting played by a motherfucker that probably make less than you. This nigga working environmental. That's fancy for he take out the trash. But he funny as fuck. And so, but the question is, why do men lie?
The real question is, why do men have women to lie to?
Well. Hold on.
Nobody's supposed to be here. Damn sure not a situationship.
Right.
Damn sure not at work.
Right.
Damn sure not if you didn't even discover the background. Like you did no Googles. You did nothing.
I did.
And then want to act blindsided like, why do niggas lie? Where is the accountability?
You know,
I take accountability.
let me say this. What's more troublesome than being lied to? Because here's the thing. We can sit here and act like we all healed and we got this sharp discernment that we can see a lie from a mile away, but sometimes people are good at telling lies. So once you find out the truth, this is when you have to exit. And I'm glad you exited once you found the truth. My problem with the scenario is you said you reconnected twice. That you had a dream about a man and that you went on his Facebook or Instagram deep diving him up. My problem is that's the point. You don't just get lied to once. Can you turn this off? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
It's all right.
It's not the
You're
fact,
in trouble though, by the way.
It's not the fact that a man lied to you. It's the fact that that wasn't the final straw. Sometimes y'all leave the door cracked for motherfuckers to come back in to re-lie and re-lie and re-lie. Because here's the thing. What if you went to his page and he was smart enough not to post about her?
I went to his mom's page.
First of all, hold on. First of all, let me tell you this. Let me tell you something about them environmental worker niggas. They be slanging dick. Because if you on the mama's page, that dick was good as fuck.
In the dream, he told me his
I'm
mom.
sorry. So go ahead. What's up?
In the dream, he told me his mom passed. But God already told me he's a liar. You can't.
Don't bring God into this foolishness.
No, she got it.
I promise you. So that's why I was like, I said, okay, well, what's going on? So I left it alone for a day or two, and I said, I have to see what's going on. I went to his mom page, and there is a baby that she's holding.
Kira, what's your thought, Kira?
He's a lying ass nigga. But you crazy as hell. Cause what the hell he was doing on his mom page?
He said she passed in the dream.
In the dream?
But when he stepped back from FaceTime,
I had a dream.
Belly.
Do you dream of lottery tickets
out here?
Listen.
But hold on, let's go back. Cause you know what? I respect the dreams. I just think, hear me out, just hear me out. You should have a dream about a man with serious intentions about you.
And that was there too.
You should dream about a man that's not wasting your time. You should dream about an honest man that's trying to make an honest woman about you. You should dream about a man that doesn't work with you. You should dream about your success, your path, all this energy you spending on a man that ain't your man. That is my biggest problem.
Yeah.
So I mess with the dreams. I'm glad you got your closure. But I need you to close that door so you can find somebody where it's worth opening. All right?
I got one more thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Go ahead.
There's a couple of things that I got to cover now.
All right, go ahead.
At first, it was just one.
Come on.
Now it's a couple of things.
Come on.
Lord, let me try to remember. First things first. What I'm listening to is that you treated God's conviction, the Holy Spirit conviction you, like it was a choice. Like it was an option, and it was like that last option.
Yeah.
We
But
can't
we don't
do
use
that because then we'll retreat to
we
our
dream.
feelings
We
and
don't
let
use
our
our
feelings
dreams.
lead us on decisions. The moment that God matter of fact, not even that. The moment that God exposed this man as a liar, before God even told you this is not the person, he gave you a story that anybody can listen to and say, well, why would you even be pursuing me or having these type of conversations if you have a girlfriend who has cancer? That's the first thing. That was a revelation from the beginning. And then you said God told you not to. And you still gave that man access.
I did.
And God allowed it. And then God presented himself in a dream to you because somewhere deep down inside, you still wanted to deal with that person. What we talked about yesterday, altars and idols? Somewhere before that, God recognized that, you know what? You putting somebody above me. You even putting your own decisions above my voice, above this conviction. And I'm going to show you that you're doing
Honestly,
so.
yes.
You have this dream and you still went and looked for what reason? You had confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. And you still chose to do what you wanted to do. This is when sometimes God would take his hand off of it and lead you to your own demise.
Yeah.
You spoke about discernment. She had discernment. She felt the conviction. The Holy Spirit had room to talk to you. You heard the Holy Spirit and you choose to do what you wanted to do. Sometimes it's not that people don't have discernment. It's that they play God. I need to say that again. I don't even know what I said. Sometimes it's that people don't have discernment. Is that what I said? Is that they like to play God. Thank you. You not God. over your own life. You don't have lordship over your own life. It's a privilege that the Holy Spirit can actually get to you. Because some people become so distracted that they can't even hear the Holy Spirit. You still had that space to where you can feel that conviction. Thank God that His grace covered you. Because you could have been in a much worse situation. God has already revealed who this person is. But He's also revealing that you don't listen. So right now, we don't care about why men lie. We care about why you're not listening. And that's all I got.
Thank you for your question. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Clap it up. Clap it up.
Can I say this while the next person is coming to the mic? I think a lot of times when God brings us out of situations miraculously, right? She had dreams about what He was doing, what was going on. A lot of times we treat our ex like Egypt, right? Where God brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand, and we're in this wilderness between the promised land and Egypt.
Wow, that is true.
And what happens is Egypt becomes so tough. I mean, the wilderness becomes so tough that we're tempted to go back to Egypt when God has a promised land for us. Listen, all I'm saying is, when we're in that wilderness and we're waiting on God to bring us the person that He has for us, right? We have to walk through that process. We have to allow God not only to take us out of Egypt, but to take Egypt out of us. We have to allow God to take the desires for our past out of us so that He can give us the person that He has for us. A lot of times, the promised partner that He has for us only comes when that desire for the old thing is relinquished. Sometimes the person that God has for us only comes when we say, listen, what was in my past is no comparison to what God has in my future. You feel what I'm saying? So in that wilderness, don't allow the loneliness to go cause you to go stalking people's Facebook pages. You know what I'm saying? Believe that God has something beautiful for you so that He can bring you into your promised land.